The Silas is the last lock-in, though, maybe gives them a bit of an X-factor through Nuclear and to play something a little differently.
A number of very valuable ultimates to steal away as well, so Nuclear can not yet leaving their sides of the rift. The Scuttlers are spawning now.
That's a level 3 Volleybad. Volleybad becomes Exodia when he heads into mid lane with that level 3. See as he's hanging out in that bush. Was seen on a ward just beforehand.
Ooh, that's a decent catch backwards from Xmatty. Flash for flash, traded to, in fact, stuck against the wall. Xmatty's got the shot in first blood.
There we go, Adarte. Going up in advance. You know, there's us who was down in bot side. Bot lane was very happy to push in, use that jungle presence to stay safe and make sure they get control of that wave, get them over to that dragon. Very simple response to that top lane play. They know there's no contest coming through, get that mountain dragon, and this is one of the few dragons where, of course,
it looked like they found a window to secure an uncontested dragon.
And now I think it's probably a good time right now. 11 minutes, we've had, you know, first Herald, which has already been taken, and the ability to take these dragons one apiece.
You've got Tom Kinch that can buy some time. Straws this time, however, are not investing too many resources. Xerxes is making his way down. Dale just got his Neandries and has teleport available, but this tower is going very, very low. BDS, credit to them. They found a window, they had support, they had vision, so they chunked a bunch of that tower's damage. Zap comes out, Xmatty's firing away. Bobby's going to continue to sidestep, and all of a sudden, Xmatty's just firing away the target. So, Adarte not going to be able to find a second kill here. But yeah, as you mentioned, so much information to work with. Let's go again. This time we'll get the flash.
Hang on. One time, shame on them. 2 times, shame on you. You walked up to the same bush so many times there.
Now, there's no minion wave yet. Xerxes chunked down to 50% HP. Dayor's roamed through the jungle, and this is a 4-on-2 if the gap can be closed. Adon's going to be able to jump away, and the Chaos Storm does nothing. This is a lot of skill shots. It's the dash through the wall, the zap rather through the wall from Kabi. Not too much damage applied. Under is dropped, and the dragon has been started. Vizichachi stepping forward. Call of the Forge God, where is it? And he's thrown backwards, knocked out. Look at that damage! The re-engage and fly away. Adarte stays alive. The bullet time does not do enough. It's interrupted halfway through. But can Agresivo finish it all up? That's 1-2 kills for Astralis. A reply back as Younghun goes down, and Astralis are not done yet. Adarte started the fight. Adarte's running away from the fight. The dragon was secured by Astralis as well. A massive win for Astralis.
And honestly, a lot of that comes off of the back.
Not secured yet for Astralis. We're going to be playing for that Infernal Soul. 1, 2, 3, 4 members making their way up, but Xmatty's going to be a little bit late, and yes, are not going to be able to hold the fray. That's a knock-up onto Syncrob. The chains are caught. Zap comes out as well. Here's Xmatty. Can he find the bullet time? The tower's been secured. Dropping down, make it rain. Not further forward. That's a re-engage. Junghoon once again goes too far forward. That's not the direction. Agresivo is looking for the snip, the cut, the kill, but Kobe's able to fire back. BDS get the kill, and Strong's got the tower.
And, I mean, I know I praised Junghoon for the last engage. Wrong like that from something like the Tom Kench, but that's your only engage option outside of that Call of the Forge God. When that misses, you're really left with just hoping that Tom Kench W hits. And
does it hit? Does it hit? Does it hit?
Oh.
Yes, it does! A 2-man knockup! Oh, gets Syncrob! Some flying miles. He was thrown in the air once again. And the timing is the best. 20 seconds before the next dragon. This will allow Astralis to push this middle wave. They're going to go for a fight. They're going to go for a fight. Xmatty's got the bullet time, waiting to channel it if he can. He's going to dash backwards away. The Chaos Storm is pushing him out the fight. The Chaos Storm has killed him. He couldn't even press R. That's a double for Dayor, the 5th for Astralis.
BDS, they end up diving into this phalanx, this multiple carry comp, which does so much damage when you're stuck in and amongst them. Nuclear had a pretty okay angle. Just wasn't quite enough.
Oh, I just hear flashbacks of Nymera in picks and bans. You know, this comp looks a little bit like lane dominant. You know, win lane, win game. You didn't quite.
The CC chain coming through, and without your volleybad, that's most of your front line gone. Gwen W is basically the only thing which can half counter it. Now we're back into another grouped up fight situation. BDS do not want to be in this situation.
No, they don't, but Astralis absolutely do. The more people in one lane, the happier they are. Xmatty starts to channel that bullet time, but once again is threatened and pushed away. Astralis get themselves the tower.
Them right now.
They were trying to push that mid lane. As soon as Vizichachi Aggressivo, correction, was there to catch it. Then Astralis backed away. Push mid, get to river, control river, push your vision forward. Then and only then can you consider picking up the objective. It's just going to be a fight. It's just going to be a fight. Synchrov's in. Synchrov's out. That's not a fight. That turn the sirens off. That's a parking ticket. There's no action to be had here. As Vizichachi now gets snipped. Both teams really want this. Both teams are like, come on, man. Hit me!
Hit me, but what are they going to hit them with? Nuclear It maybe has an angle. One of the better ones that BDS have had. He's off of vision, and now he's not. Astralis,
poke him with the stick, do something! Call of the Forge got thrown into the pit, and it is secured by Synchron. He couldn't start the fight, but he could find the dragon. It's at the cost of Xmati and Aggressivo's lives. However, now Astralis are trying to hunt down multiple members more. Synchron will get chunked down. There was no ways to get away from that Death Star laser.
And now this may be
awful.
Baron. It's Baron, and then also on top of Baron, you also have this wave waiting for you. You have this wave waiting for you. You have all three lanes at a point where you can go straight off of that Baron, you can reset, you can get onto those minions and immediately get results. Nuclear Int has to do a lot of duty here to make sure that BDS can at least survive the coming storm. Astralis, that is, even without that soul, a pretty game-breaking play.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, the gold now spirals. The ability to falling. That's where you went to? I know there were two separate ideas, but that was a unique picture because BDS are the dominoes and they are being knocked over one by one. Here's Astralis setting themselves up on the board. Again, Edarte find the engage. No flash available to him. Double call the Forge Gods are crossing streams in the top lane. But it is, of course, Vizichachi doing the brunt of the tanking. None of the carries are meaningfully harmed. So two inhibitors will be exposed. What is happening there? Xmati goes in, forced to flash out as well. Bullet time is available, starts to be channeled, and it is instantly stopped. He cannot get a full channel. Double kill for Cobby and three members of BDS trying to defend the Nexus turrets. If they stick around long enough, the super minions could just do this for Astralis.
Well, actually, you can see Astralis, the solo laners are recalling why they're doing that because they got double TPs, get to come back in, try and land that knockout blow. Nuclear Int can't steal that final ornal, the call of the Forgery God. Its paperwork's not checked out, and BDS, they don't have any way to engage. They can't close it down.
They don't indeed. Still two members are down. That's a great searing charge. And BDS are being obliterated under their nexus. Astralis will pick up their first win of summer.
Cobby just making it interesting at the end, making sure he dies that fountain laser, keeping it spicy.
The game played out as you may have expected from the draft in terms of the pace in the early game. I was a little disappointed to not see...
First on the front line from SK, it's going to have a really, really hard time staying alive. I think Mad Lions, as long as they manage to, again, escape the first hits, they're very happy with how this has gone for me.
Do you think
Mad's actually the team which didn't make the change? They made the changes, rather. They made that change in the mid lane for Niski. It's SK that wanted to play around that synergy.
Max range charm. Sidesteps the knockup. 200 hit points. 110. He's going to be able to escape for now. Niski's able to escape with a ghost only.
So,
would Ignite have killed him? And Certus has not left the mid lane. Dragon's taking some time to go down. Scott Gilius try. The answer is not today. So Armut is smacking Genax with a hammer, but they are still even on CS. Crucially though, he has held Genax back. Teleport is available for Armut as the Herald takes a lot of damage on that mid lane.
It does, and it does two things. One, gives gold to the Swain. That's important. We talked about that front line, and no, you're not always going to have brickwork and masonry in front of you to block the engage. Giving that to the Swain can help.
Oh, knock up, channeled onto the dredge line, the quickness. So much damage coming out there from Niski as he backs away. And SK, they respect it
They
and
get
do
themselves gold advantages, and they kind of let those dragons go by the wayside. This is time going towards those more late game objectives and saying, oh, okay, no time to talk about that.
Dun, 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 dun. No flash, no ulti. Certus is low. Certus is dead. First blood picked up by Mad Lions Alioya. Treats will not step into the chop. Heartbreaker goes out, hops over the wall, blast cones to safety, and he does survive for now. Sauron's eye cannot get the final blow. Mad Lions first kill.
Slick escape, but Mad Lions, no, I just think they're being very considerate. You know, they're giving us all here a chance to catch our breath and to consider the deeper meaning of this game and where all of these objectives are coming up. We don't have any time for any of this mindless fighting. Everything must be considered. And right now, considering some invades into the bot side.
Well, take a look at the engage here. Gilius throws out the Cyclone, but the re-engage from Mad seems to be better for now. Super Mega Death Rocket flies in, does not find a target, but finally the monkey is down. Gen X hits a wall and cannot engage the fight, and Certus is forced to flash for his life. Mad Lions are not done yet. Hopping over the wall, Armor picks up another, and that will be a near ace. Gen X escaped with his life. He's running for now. Mad Lions, you have secured the honor of the...
Maybe I just really like jewelry. Maybe that's it.
Also, let's take a look at Certus. 0-2-0 on the RE. Decided to go for Everfrost and Lucy Boots. Happy with that? Fine with that?
Well, maybe less said about that, the better.
The Call of the Forge God?
Yeah, the Call of the Forge God.
Worked really well.
Yeah, you don't have that.
Manages to get him to safety. That is a big engage from Gilius. The follow-up is fantastic. SK Gaming connect with everything. Do they have the damage? Kaiser is down. Gilius started it and ended it.
Okay, so who needs a Scion to start engaging for you? They do their own stunts and Gilius finds the pick.
30 seconds before the dragon. Ultra Shock Laser is so frustrating to deal with. The Swain Eyes are being dropped down. Mad Lions splitting themselves up. Not to be a group target. Alyoya going north, Unforgiven, going south. He's got Flash Cleanse and his ultimate 2. Here comes Kaiser. Dredge lining his way in. SK are surrounded. SK are flanked. SK are low. SK are in so much trouble. Gen X tries to buy some time as all of a sudden the damage is going onto Niski. He's low. He's flashed for his life and he's not down just yet. The first to fall is Treat. Mad Lions have managed to crush SK. For a moment, it looked like they were in trouble, but they find 4 and regain control.
Oh, and SK, they needed to fight it, and well, they did turn up, but turned up with half a bank of worth of gold compared to Mad Lions, really, it feels like. And Niski, Unforgiven, just put them to the sword.
Delayed ace. You have to go back a minute. SK Gaming were caught in such a difficult scenario. If they start the dragon, it's easy to get poked down. If they don't start the dragon, Mad Lions get soul. So, you know, what do you pick?
What do you pick? And actually, even at the end of it, we can revisit something that we said all the way back and say, actually, Mad Lions, this isn't just a poke comp.
Yeah.
They can do more with it. Niski, Unforgiven, find themselves on a flank and Chicks gets a little bit close. Those aggressive plays, and they've taken them. They're making sure that they're using the opportunities given to them.
What I really like, though, is it's on a level of control and coordination. Another fantastic initiation, but where's the damage? Where's the damage? Finally, Niski's going low, but buys time with the Golden Globe, and nobody else has been injured. SK Gaming have been squashed by the wallets of Mad Lions, and for one last time, Gen X is the last man standing. It's taken out under his Nexus turrets. That is the ace for Mad Lions. 15 kills to 2. Infernal Soul, and it was a slow start to the race, but it was a crushing end to the game.
And it was, as you were saying, Mad Lions took a hold of that lead and they just didn't let it go. They've taken all the fights they needed to. They're going to take a Nexus on top.
Mad Lions open Summer 2022 with a 2-0 record. That was a very clear, we were winning until we weren't type of game. Because either team could have made that statement. There was multiple proactive plays. I thought Gilius' engage from behind, flashing across the river, was
Yes, Astral, you meet Ornn.
They don't usually win, so I can't blame them for trying to Caedrel.
May as well. I mean, last time they played a super week in week 1, they went 0-3. So
1-6 overall to try and invade here. Schlattern will have that blue buff reset. Irrelevant, forced back underneath his tower by Alfari, just acting as a bit of a bouncer. For the moment, really looks like it's only going to be a blue buff steal from Vitality here. Schlattern and VTO are closing first though. Perks on his way. Irrelevant going in as well. Glacial Tomb a possibility. Haru flashes. from the Spectral more, but now VTO's not in the best of spots. He's going to have to flash as well. Call of Portugal goes down and passes as well. Perks dives across the wall. Schlatten will fall. 2 quick kills to Vitality.
Yeah, fantastic play there. Just trying to force some kind of early pressure. Vitality have kind of winning lanes across the board. Perks had the push and was healthier than VTO after that gank where LeBron... Vitality, can you close the game out properly? Obviously, the game's not completely over for Misfits just yet, but they might look for a dive here. Here's the disable on the tower.
Turn off the tower. Final chapter coming in, and it's the last page of the eulogy for VTO in the mid lane.
Yeah, just kind of shakes his head there a bit, VTO. There's nothing really he can do. He has no flash. The tower's disabled, and he's stunned. 3 members are there. Lebrov's just coming straight to mid. I mean, the thing is, with the Ezreal lane into Senna Tam Kench, you don't really need to stay bot as Yuumi. I mean, the Ezreal can farm safely on the tower, which allows you to move towards other lanes. That's the second time Lebrov's visited mid, and it's really annoying as a mid laner when your lane is even, you're both low on HP, you both have no potions left, and then the enemy support comes and chunks you out, and you lose half your HP again. Struggle on sides, but you have to find some kind of team play by over-investing numbers on one lane, getting a pick, and then playing from there. But look at Vitality. Perks owns their bot side jungle right now at 12 minutes in. If VTO steps up on this mid wave...
Package in, VTO, final chapter coming out once again. He's rooted in Perks with the second Valkyrie. It's easy enough for Perks and for Lebrov.
I mean, what can he really do? Here comes Neon, though.
Dawning Shadow isn't enough. Perks should just be able to walk away from this one. Haru able to walk his way back. Have a few wards around here, but Haru is going to be able to spot them all out. All of Misfits grouped up down here. Alphari has the TP, needs some mana though, so he's gone back to base to try and regen. Kazi putting some damage down as well. Here's the Alphari TP in. Call of the Forge got an option. Vitality a little bit split. Alphari by himself right now, but Alphari very tanky already. There's the Call of the Forge. God, and Misfits locked up in a choke point. Perks looking for the damage across the wall, can't quite land it, but the final chapter will lock them all in place. Vitality advancing, charging towards Misfits. And even with that escape, Misfits lose 1 and will lose the Dragon.
Really good TP there from Alphari, because the problem Misfits have is, do you run forwards into the rest of Vitality and get Orn ulted from behind in a stack, or do you run towards the Orn and get Orn ulted in a stack? So that was a guaranteed 4-5-man ultimate there from the Orn, follow-up from the Yuumi. And yeah, lights out from there onwards. Perks was able to gap close. Schlatten might look for a steal here. He could flash out that once he gets it.
Doesn't have the Heartbreaker, of course, so would have to burn the flash. He's dancing in around it, but the Dragon will be secured by Vitality. Haru with it, and 15 minutes into the game, Caedrel. Still, Misfits yet to get a kill. That means they break the record that was previously set by Excel in 2020 summer, who got their first kill 12 minutes, 50 seconds into their second game. So one of your records has been broken, Caedrel, because you're on that team.
No, they're going to get a kill. Don't die, Kazi. Make sure the record stands.
The record stands. As Misfits still without a kill, they get their first 15 minutes into their second game. Vitality denied a perfect game.
Signs of life for Misfits. A single kill. Now in that 2020 summer game.
Guys, like, it's not even the skin for it, guys.
I thought it was when Orn ulted.
Oh, is it Orn ult?
No.
No, it's volley back.
Oh, wait, he's going to do it. He's going to do it.
Okay. It's Silver Scrapes by Marksy all over again. VTO dies.
But many iterations of it.
Projectile gets the slow, but they don't want to go.
I'm invested in this game now as well. I want to see when Volibear uses Q every time.
I think we should change the sound every time.
Change the sound?
Because just wee woo is a little bit, you know.
What's wrong with wee woo?
Wee woo is fine.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Wee woo is okay. It's irrelevant. Misfits are looking for a fight.
Is there like a sound at the end when he hits someone?
Going in, Glacial Prison, Kazi, the slow hits, Schlatten diving forward as well, Abyssal Voyage onto the backline, gets good knockup, Irrelevant still trying to do damage, but Perks has got away. Final chapter going out, Kazi will be sacrificed by Vitality. Misfits do find a pick in the bottom lane.
That's more likely. Just send 5 members towards one lane and try to collapse on someone. In that case, Kazi ends up falling now. They're in a 4v5. I think Vitality's going to take it.
Alphari not quite there yet. Call of the Forge God, the possibility is Irrelevant dives in. They're looking for Perks, but they just don't have the damage.
He's alive.
Jumps away, still alive across the wall. He rattles through Misfits. VTO stunned. He tries to get away, but there's no escaping Haru today. Alphari dashes in and headbutts VTO to death.
Misfits thought they found their window, but Perks just slams it shut in their face. It was a 4v5, but from the get-go, it was all Vitality's favor. They're gonna get the Dragon as well, and you can't really blame Misfits for looking for it. It's just, yeah, Alphari collapses. He's just way too tanky for Misfits at this point in the game, and they're gonna pick up their second Dragon.
As Vitality start up the Baron.
Okay, I mean, Irrelevant doesn't have TP and they're on vision. Misfits have full information of what's going on here.
How do you approach into Call of the Forge God, though? Alphari's just going to step in. Schlatten gets behind them, not on vision. Ward does go down with a fast alteration now. 4,000 HP on the Baron. Control Ward in. Vitality back away from it. There's the call of the Portugal. They're looking for Mercer. Abyssal Void stop. BTO locked up as well as Perks. Looks for that backline final chapter. Not quite going to get the root. Mercer's already down as Vitality now continue to advance. Neon hit with a rocket in the back. Takes 3/4 of his HP and Vitality turn back towards the Baron.
Yeah, it should be pretty free now. I don't think Misfits have anything left to try to contest it. I mean, they could look for a steal on Zlatan. Irrelevant can be the face check.
You still have Heartbreaker across the wall here for Zlatan.
Yeah.
No flash on him, but Heartbreaker in, Smite a possibility. Smites, of course, do the same amount of damage, 900 apiece, so Zlatan could do something huge for Misfits here. Is on a ward. He'll clear that out. Kazi looking for him. Zlatan low. 3,000 HP on the Baron right now, but Vitality don't even want it. They just want to turn onto Irrelevant. And he will be made exactly that by Perks and by Alfari. Dawning Shadow.
Perks is down.
Kazi 1v3ing. Irrelevant was able to pick up the kill with the Ignite, but Vitality still able to win out that fight.
I was watching, I think it was a League Legends event when every time a spell went off, you could hear pew. Did you remember that? I don't know what spell it was though. I'll have to try to figure it out.
They're gonna start doing pews now for every Ezreal pew or something now. Like,
oh my god.
Convince them of these things.
The Corky Rockets.
TP behind.
Forge God.
Alfari going with the call of the Forge God. Devour can only get onto one, and there's the knock-up as well, and Perks is in perfect position. Lay down the red carpet and burn your enemies upon it. VTO has to flash away to try and escape. Alfari not having any of it as he tries to chase him down, and with a Bellows Breath, he will meet his match. Zlatan trying to trade onto Kazi, but just can't do enough. A double for Kazi. Vitality clean up the fight, and they'll turn back towards the Baron.
Yeah, definitely can't end here. Maybe Perks can stay around and just try to take this mid-tier 2. They're doing it on the Corky Rockets as well, but there's going to be so...
you have to say
There's going to be so many of them though. So towards the bot side of the map and solo that, of course, there's only one member on the map for Misfits, so pretty easy game. Misfits trying to get some mid-push. Vitality collapse.
Comes out of the bush here. Zlatan as well on that blast, coming off towards the top side. Does have a flank position, and Alfari is still pushing mid, as you say. Does have the TP. Call of Forge got an option. Neon chunked. There's a lot of absolution stacks for him to pick up. Haru tanking here as Irrelevant goes forward. Zlatan looking for that flank position, but Perks spots him out. Heartbreaker out, but the root comes in still. Zlatan, final auto attack from Perks will take him out. True Shot Barrage being used as well as Irrelevant is chipped away by that Alfari. Call of the Forge God. The rest of Vitality aren't really in the area to chase this one down, but Perks can Valkyrie forward, and Alfari really does not give a damn. Tanks up all 4 members of Misfits for as long as he likes. The wave is pushing in. He doesn't even need it. Perks goes back in, and Marcio goes back to the fountain once again, joined by Mercer. They can hold hands in death as Vitality look to close this one out.
It's just an absolute stomp, isn't it, from Vitality from start to finish. They're going to get mid in hip, they're going to get bot in hip. I mean, there's 8 seconds on Zlatan, so it does allow some kind of 3v5 for Misfits, but I think Vitality's just going to try and end. Perks is going to go towards their fountain and farm some DPM.
8-1-11.
It's going to die. Wait, now Zlatan's Corky! It's the Viego insurance!
Alfari now stunned up as well. LeBron tries to jump back onto him. Haru coming in as well. Kazi is still pretty strong. 2 items on this Ezreal, and he will be the one putting down the DPS. Perks gets the int out of his system, and Vitality finally return to winning ways.
Why did Zlatan jump out of the Corky form? He could have done all the Perks damage back to Vitality.
You don't have his ultimate, man.
Yeah, oh, true. I guess, yeah. Well, he probably used the full combo and then just ulted out. Kazi's gonna die
as well.
More kills.
The minions are gonna do it. The minions are gonna do it. Vitality with only their 2nd ever win in a Super Week.
Very, very clean, wasn't it? Very, very clean game from Vitality.
The end was a little...
At the end, yeah, we don't talk about. Perks wanted to farm a little bit of DPN on the fountain, throw some rockets out. Did a little bit of discussions between the mid and jungle and Vitality. I think they're pretty happy with that. Great bounce back from yesterday. Their early games look good. If they can keep consistent early games up, then that's a fantastic sign going into summer.
Definitely were able to take the lead that they generated and really run with it in this game.
But it's gonna be Lissandra roaming down to it. This game will be about both sides. They will have GP ulti as well for the bot side at level 6 and onwards. So it's gonna be.
Hey,
I'm hoping for some fights.
You've been in Fnatic before. It's usually about the bot lane.
Who are 2nd and 3rd. I think they joined the league roughly the same time, but these are very, very experienced AD carries at this point. Patrick played in the finals. Ups has played in finals.
You definitely have. Patrick stepping forward here. Ignite going down. They're looking for the concussive blows. The stun will hit onto Hiller, saying he's going to be forced to flash away. He goes down as well. The spear's available, and Patrick will rip them back. Upset now trying to trade. Cleanses away from the concussive blows himself. Patrick still putting the damage down. Won't have the win back, and Upset has to flash.
2v2 instantly at level 1, but Braum is just so powerful in them that I think Fnatic were just getting a little bit too aggressive. Look at Razork. He's just skipped all his camps. Red Raptors.
Also can be difficult. Now this is smart. Markoon will jump the wall. Mickey will then dash to him with the Braum W, and it means they can both get out.
I just saw the bottom left there. Mickey was level 2, but he only had 1 point in Q. That was it. So took the W, jumped over. Hilly might be caught. No flash.
Razork here, though, waiting just around the corner. He's going to jump in. There's the Guardian Proc onto Mickey, and the chase is on. The hook brings him back, and Mickey will die. Razork secures it. Marcoon's going to have to run for the safety of his tower as well. Can decoy back and will escape.
Yeah, I mean, the strength of the 3v3 comes from Patrick. But a kill over to
also
Fnatic.
gives Upset some time for that cleanse to come back off cooldown. You can see about a quarter of its CD remaining. Razork looking up towards the top side here as Finn has pushed forward down to about 600 HP, and Razork will meet him. Finn's gonna have to flash the ward. Razork chase, knock up, audaciously charges forward and takes the kill onto Marcoon. Now trying to trade as Nukeduck comes in. No flash, of course, on Razork. Marcoon is low, but Nukeduck halts his way forward glacially. And Razork, oh, audacious, one more auto would be enough. Marcoon in the end takes it.
Another kill gets traded across. Finn flashes over the wall. Razork easily
him to win out that trade. Finn now hits 6, has the cannon barrage. Frozen Tomb available for Nukeduck. He doesn't get over the wall.
He failed. He doesn't have E either, so he's going to have to flash it, I think, just to make this play happen. We'll see what happens.
Wonder just hit 6, Needlework, a possibility. Harrow Path coming out, Finn underneath the tower. There's the Frozen Tomb, Nukeduck tanks it, and that's well played by XL.
Yeah, really well played. 2 tower shots taken by Nukeduck. I thought he would just get a little bit, a massive wave under Wunder's tower, and Wunder's 10% HP with no TP, so must have been a mistake there earlier on by Wunder. And now Razork started up this dragon. Marcoon's playing through bot, only level 4 though. 3v3, Humanoid's around.
Upset has just reset. Now Humanoid can come across, Hillsing down to half HP. The dragon resets down to about 1,500, but of course the Rend into Smite combination is so big here from XL. Rend into Smite about 400 HP. Mickey trying to get away from this, puts up the Unbreakable Smite, is secured by Marcoon. Razork with 4-1 for 1 so far. Hillsing has the flash, has the blast cone as well, and Patrick will not flash to follow the fight.
Oh, these teams are going toe-to-toe, aren't they? Just 1 for 1. Get good bases off and try to be ahead in the lane. We'll be a little bit up in XP, of course, because Nukeduck's been giving up creeps. Now the bot push is moving towards mid. We might see a Herald start here. Marcoon will be in trouble for a little bit, but his team's on the way.
Marcoon needs to use the decoy pretty well here. Will dodge away, but the chain still connects. Mickey's on his way. Wonder going forward with the Needlework, and he is met by 3. Razork's already been able to take 1 though. Mickey trying to get the damage down. Patrick flashes across the wall. Needlework still coming in, but Wonder now locked in the midst of 4 members of XL and nowhere for him to go. Can try and dash across the wall, but Nukeduck is having none of it.
This is really awkward though, because XL are giving up these bot waves and they don't have a smite to start up this. Send your bot lane top, try to force this Herald top, and if they respond, you can just catch waves, push waves, base, and then run towards bot and just keep the guessing game going. Patrick.
Hook. There's the death charge coming in. Cannon Rush being used. Patrick trying to get away. And the chase remains here for Marcoon. He waited in the wings. Hillsang trying to get away. Needlework going in. Patrick has to dive back. Razork on his way up here as well. Could look at the flank. Could just jump.
Does he have vision on him? He could W flash.
Isn't going to do it. Another hook does go in. And now Hillsang down. But Razork and Wonder on the chase. Needlework not available for Wonder. Nukeduck dodges back with a Glacial Path. Humanoid started to recall. Now comes back in. Frozen Tomb available for Nukeduck. It's a very difficult champion to die.
Yeah. Obviously, just a little bit ahead of Fnatic right now. Herald spawn. Looks like Fnatic won't contest it. They could play for mid-tier 1 or force their way in here, but then you're face-checking a Braum.
Hillsang's going to be the one face-checking the Frozen Tomb with a cannon rush. Just melts him.
Well, it wasn't a Braum, it was a Lissandra.
He has that safety net. Second dragon of the game, though, perhaps forfeit here by XL. They'll put the Rift Herald down to try and get some priority in this bottom lane, but my expectation is they'll just look for the tower instead of looking for a fight alongside it. Humanoid now running down.
Oh, they're diving. Wunder, the tower will die. Wunder has no way out of this.
Yeah, Wonder caught up in the Cyclone. Humanoid is here, but he only lands the chains onto a minion. Wonder goes down. Meanwhile, Hillsang caught out by Nukeduck, who misses the Everfrost. Razork diving forward as well, but he's all on his lonesome. The exhaust comes out. Razork trying to heal up with the Gore Drinker. Patrick's going to get knocked up here as well. Hillsang lands the hook, and Humanoid dives in, but the Immortal Shield Bow is exactly the Patrick! You can't kill him! Didn't die yesterday yet to get taken down today, as XL win the fight down towards the bottom side.
And their game plan. Mid lane waves contest. 2 dragons for Fnatic. Still.
It's a steak dinner if they win, and McDonald's perhaps if they lose.
Definitely is. Finn might be called though.
Yeah, Humanoid looking at the damage here. Second chain comes out, but look at the cannon brush. Humanoid just forced out. Has to pop the stopwatch. Wonder here first. Nukeduck trying to do what he can with the Ring of Frost. Finn somehow taken out in the end. Just ticks away. Nukeduck will chase forward, but good dash away by Wonder means the Ice Shard will not connect.
That favors. I think if they want to try to force a Baron, they need a numbers advantage, or at least look for some kind of turn.
Even Kalista doesn't have the strongest auto attacks to take it down. Upset though, pinged with the Winter's Bite. Locked in place, has used the cleanse, will flash the wall, but the chase is on. Face call, cannon barrage, Upset down. Patrick on a killing spree, Humanoid looking for some damage himself. Razork goes in, Mickey's the only one low. Nukeduck with a Frozen Tomb down towards the bottom side. A double now for Patrick, and the chase continues. Ring of Frost lands onto 2. Finn with the barrel takes Hillsang's head. And XL with 3 quick kills in the mid lane are looking for 4 as Wonder is chased away towards the Baron pit.
This is the numbers advantage advantage we were talking about. That should be a pretty much free Baron for XL unless Humanoid can find some magical steal. The ping boards are going to get taken up. 5 members of XL just going to start it. I think Humanoid best consolation prize here is just to take Dragon. Will be a bit slow, but it will get them on Soul Point. The question is, can he do it? Looks like he's doing the crab on the minimap right now.
At the moment, the XL 4-player squad down towards the bottom side are pushing in towards this inhibitor tower. XL just going to be able to take it. Humanoid trying to clear out some vision, but the inhibitor tower does fall. All the while, Wonder looking for some gold himself as he's up towards the top side. Finn will take a tier 2 in the mid lane as well. The inhibitor still stands, but 25 minutes in.
Oh, and engage.
XL looking for a lot here. Stopwatch, Razzle going forward. Crescent Guard coming out, but Patrick untouched. Glacial path forward. Patrick doesn't have too much damage as Wonder comes back in. Finn looking for some damage himself as Wonder just melted by Patrick and by XL. Patrick flashing forward, and XL are feeling themselves. A double kill for Patrick. The Nexus, their next target. Upset Humanoid and Razork have to pull a rabbit out of a darn big hat to fight back in this one. Humanoid jumps in, Patrick back to full HP. And XL are looking for the win instead. With the minion wave pushed in the mid lane, they might just look for another inhibitor.
Fnatic looks like they can hold for now, but their base is in shambles. Like you said, 1 inhibitor down. XL don't fancy themselves the second. They're just going to back off, don't want to take any risks. A lot of big gold number shutdowns on their AD.
Overblow these first couple of games, but they have looked really strong. They've looked like they know exactly how they want to play. Their synergy seems to be really on point, and if they can finish off this game and take a win versus Fnatic, because that was a great Halo path to get Wonder out of it, but Razork steps forward, Crescent Guard coming in, and Razork didn't really realize perhaps the Wonder had escaped. Razork will fall, another kill over to XL. As they look towards the mid lane now, Upset and Hylissang and Humanoid have to try and defend. Wonder can, of course, join his teammates. 1-3-1 enacted once again by XL, as this exemplary performance by them may be coming to an end pretty soon. Triple inhibitor would be their target. Mickey chunked out though. Hylissang with a good hook. Marcoon going to be rooted in spot, but the cannon barrage goes out and Upset's down to half HP. Mickey now going in with a Glacial Fissure as well. Hylissang trying to survive, but he just can't against the dive threat that is nuked up. And now only 1 Nexus tower remains between XL and only their second ever victory versus Fnatic. They lost 13 times, and 13 is unlucky for some, but perhaps not for XL. Humanoid trying to do what he can, but Patrick is still untouched. Unless you can get on the Callista, she will rend you asunder as XL take the Nexus and remain undefeated.
It's a really hard draft for Upset to kind of walk up and dish out any damage. You even saw it in the last fight, like the GP ult on top of him. He could never really walk up anywhere. Yes, Grant, they got caught out on mid-waves a little bit too much, and XL was punishing them when they did walk up. But after that Baron, it was really hard for coming back. I mean, their CS numbers were good. They were holding on, but they were waiting for that break point. Maybe an Infinity Edge on Upset start fighting back, but they never really found it because XL just started to force the plays.
They did such a good job of forcing this.
An ult, yes ult, and then a Yone ult on top of it.
I have worked something out.
You just done like some kind
little
of crazy
bit of a tangent.
dance.
So you know how in the lore, Yone is killed by Yasuo?
I didn't know that. Spoiler.
What the lore's been out for a while.
Medic's spoiling it.
Okay, but the reason you pick Renata...
Jankos, is it worth dashing in and dying to try and steal this? Definitely not, but does he want to give up the crab as well? Because that gives Malrang a quicker access to level 6. Jankos is up red for the Dragon.
And overall, although we have yet to have a kill in this game, G2 have navigated the early game relatively well, have got towards those level 6, and you can see Jankos a little bit more aggressive now on the lap, a little bit more on the map, sorry. A little bit more willing to look for these plays. Odoamne going in. Bellow's Breath has been used. Oh, Broken Blade missed the knockup, the counter knockup coming out. Here's the call of the Forge God. Malrang's going to try and join. Cyclone, a possibility. The Brittle passive on Broken Blade as well. He tries to turn it back around. Jankos falls for first blood. Broken Blade will get 1. Malrang's going to try and answer this, just needs that red buff. Of course, Broken Blade can jump across this wall. Flash coming off cooldown now as well. Could try and turn this around. Does have the flash in about 2 seconds.
Oh, BB.
Puts the damage in.
Larsen's on the way.
Okay, so Broken Blade has flash, has a bush to get into.
He's going to try and execute.
1 tower shot, Larsen here, flash forward. He can't flash away from the King Slayer.
Yeah, just seal the deal, make sure it goes in their favor. I really wonder what happened to Broken Blade's ultimate there. You know, the Yasuo, the Yone, there's so much kind of different things they can achieve in fights to just single-handedly carry the game. You know, you got Larsen on Silas as well, can take away a couple of these ultimates and make some plays of his own. I mean, if he takes away Caps' ult and Malrang gets a double knock-up, then you basically reverse the combo back onto them. Dragon falls in favor of Rogue. 2 dragons towards... for them, sorry. Around 10 minutes till Assault will be mountain. Cancel on the base using the protocol there.
Cancel. Odoamne doesn't really have anywhere to go. Fate sealed. And from long range, Flackard will take his first kill of the game.
Odo has TP, they'll get a couple.
The Demonic Ascension does give Swain a lot of extra tankiness and can be very difficult to deal with. Never Move as well, a very powerful route if Targamas can get it out. But for the moment, looks like Mauring's looking towards the mid lane. Larson going in as well. The Everfrost dodged by Caps, but you can't dodge the Cyclone. Targamas trading here with the Demonic Ascension down towards the bottom side. Demon Flare just needs it, but Trimby flashes. But Targamas pulls him back with the Never Move.
2v2 kill in favor of G2 and a death in mid lane as well. Larson will get a couple plates for himself and G2 will push in the bot side of the map. No objectives for either side. Top tier 1, but don't have TP and Dragon spawning soon. And Rogue want to defend it, but Dragon spawning soon. So you've got this kind of lull state where both teams are just hovering around mid. Maybe we get a fight.
Marang flashes forward, flash away by Flackard. Marang looking for some damage on the Caps. Second Cyclone coming in. Com puts down a Shuriken, but Marang just too deep as Flackard was able to flash away. Top lane tower could fall as well as Broken Blade goes in. Dawning Shadow enough. G2, 2 kills across the map.
I don't know what Malrang was expecting there. He goes in, but his team's all at their own tower, so there's no follow-up whatsoever. He falls. Broken Blade, like
Trimby.
Look at this Herald, though. He's going to crash onto this bot tier 1. Broken Blade could keep going, but he doesn't have the TP. His ult's coming back up in a second, so everyone has their ultimates up apart from Flackard, basically, and they're ready to fight Larson. I wonder how long it's going to take until his ultimate falls off.
Flackard, no flash. Targamas, no flash as well. Marang in the pit with the Dragon. It does reset. Larson pulled back, pops the stopwatch. There's a hostile takeover, but Yankos still gets in. Trimby with a bailout, but Comp can't be bailed out by anyone. The Dragon still for the taking here for G2. Marang able to get 1. 3 against 3 now. Riftel still charging forward. Marang, Larson, and Odo trying to do what they can, but Yankos, no real engage at all for him anymore. No flash, no moonfall. Broken Blade can try and do it. The smites secured by Marang. Riftel will charge, but that tower will not fall.
Yeah, G2 are probably going to push in this mid wave and move towards top side. It would be pretty smart for them if they could just take away the top side jungle right now because they need Rogue. They know now his comp has no flash, so it just gets a hell of a lot easier next time. But Rogue's on soul point.
5 minutes away from what could be the deciding fight of the game. Broken Blade here looking for Trimby. Oh, you just can't do anything as Trimby here pops the bailout. The chase is on for Yankos, but Marang settles for the Krugs instead. Marang's still chasing forward here. You can see Larson trying to come in from the side as well. Does have the Everfrost.
1 exchanges on each side of the dive, and then the divers turn around and look at each other like, hang on a second, it's a 3v3, and now Larson's in a 1v3.
There's nowhere for him to go once again. The chase from long range. Moonfall into Fate Sealed is just... Attention is huge here. Call of the Forge got an option for Rogue.
Eyes on Yankos. Where is he going to flash? When's he going to flash? He's looking at the backline of Rogue right now. No one wants to finish this Dragon. They want to find an engage before that happens. Marang looking for the flank. He can blast on over the wall.
Odo rooted. Takes a bit of a chance. Marang looking for that flank position. Could go in. Yankos onto the backline. Immediately, Comp is down. He's bailed out, but he can't survive. The Dragon resets, and Larson now on the backline trying to do what he can. Caps putting the damage down. It's a double for him. Odo Omne trading against 3 down towards the bottom side. Trimby coming in, trying to save Malrang. They will get Caps. Trimby, though, will not be able to save his jungler. Odo chased away. The rest of Rogue lie tattered in the river. Odo will fall as well. And G2 claim the ace, but only 1 death.
Rogue walk into G2's trap, and you can see how cool.
Doesn't have the flash. Does have the possibility of engaging. Trimby waiting here as well. Hostile takeover, a possibility. Broken Blade has TP, and you can see Rogue trying to react to this. Yankos looking for it. Hostile takeover goes in, but already Trimby's down. Larson's going to try and trade it around. Comp from the side, putting the damage down, but Larson has to pop the stopwatch. Odo Omne going in. Comp outforces forward, dodges away from the face shield as well. Broken Blade, though, on a rampage now is the rest of Rogue. Are just melted in the top lane. Targamas unkillable. G2 unkillable as Rogue fall once again.
Oh, G2 are relentless. Rogue show their faces, and they're jumped upon, pranced upon instantly by G2, and they just have so much goddamn damage that Rogue don't stand a hell of a chance. Trimby and Larson were gone from the get-go, and they're just going to be able to end the game.
Marching down the top lane, G2 looking to continue how they ended spring. Currently in the LEC, they are on a 14-game winning spree, and Trimby will not be able to defend against 4 of them. The Nexus in their sights. XL, Mad Lions, and G2 undefeated still at the end of day 2.
And what an exciting comp to watch. Yasuo Yone, they played it to perfection. You saw that clear win condition of diving onto backlines, and those Dragon fights, the second they hit their spikes, you have to feel for comp. They're really, the rest of the team has to pick up the slack because, you know, they use everything to take you down. Maybe a stopwatch could help in that Dragon fight or something like that, but even then, you're CC'd in a blink of an eye, right? So you're going to have to react